What is going on, beautiful people? Today, we're going to be talking about what goes on inside the mind of a narcissist when you expose them, or if you threaten to expose them for who they really are. If you're new here, my name is Hammock. I'm a self-aware, diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Boom, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Yes. So what goes on inside the mind of the old noggin of a narcissist if you so choose to expose them for who they really are? What goes inside that cranium? What do you think? What do you think they are thinking? What do you think a narcissist is thinking if you are going to expose them? Because the reason I'm doing this video is because a lot of people ask me this question. I've done similar videos to this before, but this one is more in depth. Because y'all know I've been in therapy for 7 years. If you scroll back to the very beginning of my YouTube channel, when I first started doing videos in 2020, 2021, you can ask me the same question, and my answer in 2020 is probably going to be a little bit different in 2024 as I've gained more knowledge, as my thought process has changed a little bit. You know, it's just in that space right there. So my thought process has changed a little bit. You know, my videos are never the same. Y'all might see a similar topic, like, oh, Lee made a video about that before. But you watch it, like, Lee spitting some new fire. Lee spitting that blue fire. It's still fire, but it's blue. It's blue heat. You know what I mean? It's blue heat, like bluey. But that's the space a lot of people fall into right there, y'all. So what goes on inside the mind of a narcissist when you threaten to expose them, or when you actually do expose them? Because it's not a two-parter, but it's a two-thoughter. Narcissistic people, right? In our minds, we love our reputation mean more to us than damn near anything, right? Our reputations are almost like damn near like air to us, right? Like so much air. We need our reputation to breathe, pretty much, you know. So in this space right here, if you are threatening our reputation, or you expose us and you reveal to the world who we really are and not who we pretend to be, you're taking away our source of oxygen. So what happens if you take away somebody's source of oxygen? They cease to exist. They cease to breathe. And you know what happened a lot of times to narcissists in this space? They might crash out. If you expose me, damn near, it's crazy. Like sometimes in the mind of a narcissist, like they feel like if you expose them, you're ruining their life, and you are just taking their mask off, and they have no reason to live. Well, damn. Everybody knows who I am now. Nobody's going to respect me. Nobody's going to care about my thought process anymore. So I might as well go ahead and take my life. I might as well go ahead and take this other person out of here. Now, I'm not making this video to scare y'all, but like you just let off with a hammer drop. Like you just let off with a hammer drop. No, I'm not saying that to build fear within you. I'm saying that so you understand that some of these narcissists, if you do expose them, they could take you on up out of here because they feel like their life is ruined. They feel like they might not have anything left to live for. So what else can I do? I'm going to go ahead and hurt you. I'm going to go out of my way to go ahead and hurt you because I'm feeling a certain type of way. That's the mind of a lot of narcissists right there, y'all. So that's why I just say, when you're dealing with toxic people, narcissistic people, this is the way it goes sometimes. Like, if you keep messing with them, if you expose them, they might hurt you or harm you, or they'll threaten to hurt you and harm you. Like, you expose me, I'm going to hurt you. Like, a lot of narcissists like to match your energy. They feel like they have to match your energy. They feel like it's a prerequisite to be a narcissist, to be able to match your energy or to seek vengeance on you in some way, shape, or form. So you ruin me, I'm going to try to ruin you. We're both going down. We're both going down in this exposure ship. If my ship is sinking, I'm firing a cannonball at your ass too, and your ship is going to sink as well. And this is the thing right here. Yours is going to be based on the truth, right? Most times, if you are here lying to expose them to ruin their life, you know, we need to have another chat. But they will lie. They will lie. Like, a narcissist will lie about what happened. A narcissist will lie about who you are and what they've experienced with you in order to try to ruin your reputation. So they're not going to fight. They're not only going to match your energy. A lot of narcissists are going to go above and beyond your energy. A lot of narcissists are going to go past the threshold of your energy. and whatnot, because they are hurt, they are angry, they are mad as hell in these spaces, and they don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with this hurt. They don't know what to do with this anger. They don't know what to do with this resentment. So they take it out on you, right? So a lot of them will lie their asses off. Yeah, this is a smear campaign. A lot of narcissists will absolutely smear campaign you because they're angry at you, because they're pissed off at you, because they feel like you've gotten away with something. They want to seek vengeance on you and whatnot. A lot of narcissists will absolutely do that. They will lie their asses off to ruin your reputation. They feel like, well, you ruined mine, so I got to get back at you in some way, shape, or form. You hurt me, I have to hurt you in some way, shape, or form. You got one off on me, got one over on me. I have to get one over on you in some way, shape, or form. That's like, that's the kind of price sometimes you pay when you're dealing with a toxic, abusive narcissist. I know people are like, well, you're making a joke of it. No, I'm not. Y'all know I bring levity and things like this, but that's the price that you might have to pay sometimes when you deal with this type of person. They're going to try to ruin you as well. Now, so sometimes if you do ruin a narcissist's reputation, right? Sometimes if you do expose them, sometimes if you show the world to what happens, they won't do anything. Now, some of them will be completely quiet and just try to let things blow over. You see this happen all the time with abusers on social media and celebrities. Sometimes they get exposed for being abusive as hell, and they don't say a word because they know, a lot of them understand that, like, if I don't say a word, it will go away. People will forget about it, or people will care less when I so choose to speak my piece, or I so choose to pretend like nothing has happened. So sometimes even if you expose them, their reputation might not take a hit, or might not take as big of a hit as you expect it to take, because people, like I said, they might not speak on it at all, and if they ignore it, sometimes it just goes away. There are a ton of abusive people out there I see online that have gotten exposed, and they don't even speak on it. They don't apologize. They just go back to making videos later on, about a week or two after the initial exposure. They don't care. Sometimes they don't care. Sometimes they want to make you feel insignificant enough that your strike, what you did to them, it doesn't affect them at all. They want to hurt your feelings. They want to make you feel like you're unimportant to them. So that does happen. Some of them some of them won't respond at all. Some of them will ignore your exposure. Some of them will ignore your threat of exposure. If you don't give me this, I'm going to expose you. They might not give it to you anyway, and dare you to do it, because this is how some narcissists think, right? Narcissistic people think, like, if you expose us, we feel like we have more power than you, especially if they have some type of popularity, something going on. They feel like they have more power than you, so they don't think that your voice will be heard anyway. So they don't care about your exposure. Some of them don't care and won't speak on it ever. And even if they are not famous, even if they are not celebrities, even if they're just your regular run-of-the-mill person, just like us, they might not say anything about it. They might just ignore it, or not want to talk about it if people decide to bring it up. Or if you expose them in front of a lot of people, they might just skedaddle. They might disappear. In real life, they might disappear. I'm not talking about I'm not saying they're gonna go off the grid and live off the lamb. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they'll do that, but a lot of them will vanish. They will pack their bags and disappear for a little while. It's just so the air can be cleared and they can feel like they can get away with a lot of stuff. That's the mindset dynamic of a lot of toxic, abusive people as well. They feel like the air is clear and they can get away with stuff. They feel like they can harm you. They feel like they can hurt you and do a lot of damage to you. That's the mindset of a lot of toxic, abusive people as well. They feel like they can just disappear and it will go away. Just like a celebrity, they will just ignore whatever you said or accuse them of, or whatever the exposure is. Right? Because every narcissist is not going to respond the same way to exposure. But it's a narcissist's biggest fear. Like, a lot of narcissists work hard to cultivate these reputations, and they will defend them. Like, a lot of narcissists work hard to cultivate these type of reputations, and they will defend them to the umpteenth power. They absolutely will. They will just absolutely go off the edge of the earth to defend their reputation. They'll threaten you. They'll harm you. They'll just say, hey, look, nobody's going to believe you if you say this. They will, like, it's a narcissist's biggest fear, but just because they're afraid, it doesn't mean that they will act. Some of them will posture and pretend like, well, I don't care if you tell anybody. I don't care if you call the cops. Call the cops. Now, some of them don't care if you call the cops, but some of them really do care, but they'll posture like they don't. Call the cops. I don't give a damn. Call them. Call them. Call them. And they'll snap. They'll snap and look at you like you're crazy and scare the hell out of you, or try to scare the hell out of you. Man, it really just depends on who you are and the type of narcissistic person that you're dealing with. But every narcissist, like, when you expose them, inside of our mind, we really are afraid. We really are afraid. But how we handle that fear is going to be very different. Every narcissist is not going to be the same, right? I tell you, y'all heard my videos before about every narcissist is going to be different, like a fingerprint. Their little toxic fingerprints are going to be different. Every little narcissist is going to be different, just like a fingerprint. So even though we're all might share this same similar fear about getting exposed, well, it's not all. Now, I don't like to speak in absolutes. Some people don't care about getting exposed, right? They don't care. They'll crash out. They'll ruin their reputation. Some of them will self-sabotage in public to ruin their own reputation because they don't care so much, right? Because some of them want to just seek vengeance on you and harm you and hurt you and put you in a predicament. So that's the way some of them will go right there, right? But some of them, like the way they handle their fear is going to be different. I'm afraid as hell. I'm scared as hell. So I might beg and plead for you not to, I might beg, plead, cry for you not to expose me. I might try to get a reaction out of you so I can record you, so I can blackmail you to not expose me. Or like I said, some of them will absolutely try to hurt or harm you if you threaten to expose them. The mind of a narcissist is going to be running rampant in these situations right here because they're afraid. They're afraid of exposure. It's one of a narcissist's biggest fears is for people to know who we really are. Because as a narcissist, we all kind of struggle with our own identities. So if we're all struggling with our identity, it would make sense in these situations for things to go this type of way, right? This is the mindset. This is the dynamic that so many people face in these scenarios when you're dealing with an abusive person. So this is just, I'm just making a video because it's something to consider when you are dealing with an abusive narcissist. Is this something that goes through your mind? If you're going to expose them, just think about what they're going to do. I'm not saying don't expose them. I'm just thinking about because you absolutely do not have to suffer in silence. You suffered in silence long enough. You don't have to suffer in silence. You don't have to heal in silence. You can heal out loud. You absolutely are allowed to heal out loud. But just think about this person and how they might react, so you can protect yourself, so you can be prepared for their reaction, as opposed to just waiting in the wings to see what they're going to do. Anyways, y'all, thank you for tuning into another episode. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Hit that subscribe button if y'all haven't already, y'all. We're experiencing a lot of new channel growth. I appreciate y'all tuning in and whatnot, y'all. If you haven't already, also make sure you check out my kids' book. Remember, It's Not Your Fault. It's available on Amazon. Help talk to your kids about toxic relationship dynamics. Open the conversation about toxic relationships, telling the truth, setting boundaries, and all this other stuff. Remember, it's not your fault. Sub to the channel, y'all, and as always, Mr. Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.